Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, glory, worship, and love for Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rekah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. So it's now time to wake up if you're still sleeping. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
The first doses of Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine are on the move across the U.S. Applause marking the milestone, D-Day. Some people assumed that I meant day of distribution. In fact, D-Day in military designates the day the mission begins. This is a historic moment. The first trucks carrying the vaccine pulling out of the Pfizer plant, escorted by U.S. Marshals. It's the moment so many Americans have been waiting for after such a devastating year that's taken the lives of nearly 300,000 people across this country. The urgent work inside the plant began before dawn. This, a rare look at the painstaking process. Hundreds of subarctic freezers holding the potentially life-saving vaccine. Then trays, vials carefully packed into boxes and shipping containers filled with dry ice. The vapors, a searing reminder of just how tough this mission is. Gingerly Russian.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. We are now, we've been in it, but it's intensifying. Jacob's trouble is intensifying. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, but they shall serve Yahweh their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. So we're going through this time right now of Jacob's trouble, but we don't have to worry, because the Lord is going to destroy these devils, and he's going to destroy these 2/3, and he's going to destroy these heathens. This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. This devil, and I'm going to get it, is about to come down with great wrath, and because he knows he has but a little time, and he's going to try to take as many people with him that he can. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil Esau Edom is the come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And not personally, but we know a woman and her cousin took this shot, and now she's in a wheelchair. So this is not a joke. And there's many scriptures that are happening and are about to happen. There's going to be an eclipse tomorrow in South America. Signs in the heaven. This is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8. Or I'll start at 1 real quick. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. And right here it says Judah in verse 8. And those are the so-called Negroes. the one they call black, but they're the tribe of Judah. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. So this devil's going to come down with great wrath. Judah's going to rise up with all the tribes. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? And who's going to rouse him up? Esau Edom's going to rouse him up. Yahushua is using Esau to rouse Judah up and all the tribes. And then over here on verse 19 talks about Gad. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Gad are the so-called Native Americans, and they were overcome by these United States troops. But Gad is going to overcome at the last. And there's going to be the 2/3 getting down on Esau. Even Egypt. Oh, I'll get that one. This is going to be this is Psalms chapter 37 and verse 12. The wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. They're plotting on us, how to kill us and throw us in a pit. And with their laws, they're putting in the make you get this. Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. These devils' day is coming, when it's gonna get when they're gonna get what they're supposed to get, righteous judgment. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bows to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. This is a sword they're bringing out. The stupid Edomite lady thinks it's their saving them. Their swords shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So this is going to go into their own heart. The Edomites are going to get it. But the 2/3 too. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. These United States troops are going to be killing Americans, and Americans fighting back. There's going to be a race war, civil war. Then I'm going to get this 59. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 18. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay. Fury to his adversaries. Esau is our adversary. Recompense to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. And we are very near to that time. This army people are coming out now. There he is. So this guy is going to bring his troops on the elect. And the Lord is going to lift up a sword against him. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay. Fury to his adversaries. And they're giving the people this shot, and they're freaking going crippled. You could look it up. Their face is going paralyzed. It's called Bell's palsy or something like that. So they're going to get it back. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay. Fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. So get ready to see brothers flying through the air, blowing through tanks, blowing through helicopters with their bodies, not with weapons. Because we have to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves right now. But when they put you in that adversity, when they take you and try to put you in a FEMA camp or put your head in the guillotine, superpower is going to come to the 144 elect men, and Esau will not be able to stop them. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 24. The fierce anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. The fierce anger of Yahweh is about to happen. This place is going to be destroyed. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So the Lord has his chosen men to be doing this. Let's get this one in Zechariah. So the time is now. Repent or die. Because there's no more time. Oh, right here. Micah chapter 4 and verse 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion. That's the Israelites. For I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh, and their substance unto Yahweh Shai of the whole earth. So this is the time that the scriptures were telling us about that is going to happen. And those nukes are coming right here in well, I'll get this one first. Malachi 4 and 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, this man is proud. He's saying he's going to get everybody, including the prophets. Well, who's going to get him? The Lord is going to get him. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So that's those nukes coming. I get this Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 2. Salakia 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And what do they keep saying? Have to get this shot? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Okay? So I'm just going to get a couple more. We got to get rid of the dross, the impurities, which are the 2/3. Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have to be cut off and die. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is my power. Okay? So don't feel bad when you see a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American get the judgment and die. Right here, it says, Revelation chapter 22 and verse 10. And he saith unto me, Seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. We are at the time now. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city. Okay? So we're almost out of here, brothers. Keep enduring into the end. Shalom to the elect.